Welcome to Let It Be Budgets. My name is Karen. On my channel, I do all things budgeting related. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my goals, financial goals for the year. This is the second quarter. I want to see how I'm progressing and if I need to make any revisions that I haven't already made, and discuss the revisions that I did make that I found that I needed to do. So basically at the beginning of the year, I established some goals that I wanted to achieve for the year. So my first goal was to pay off my car. My starting balance was $73.75 plus whatever change. And what I decided to do, I had paid off my credit card, so the money that I was using, the extra money that I was using to put into the credit card, I now am putting into my car payment to get it paid off. And it's being very effective. So basically now, after my last payment, I didn't put this in permanently because I'm waiting to see what my interest was. But I just kind of based it after my interest from last month payment. And so far, at midpoint in the year, I have paid $46.90 on what I had started with. I still have $26.85 that I need to pay this off. So hopefully, I'm hoping to have this paid off within 3 months. If I can do it sooner than that, I'm going to. But this is what my hope is. So, and I do have a little tracker here. I don't do the coloring in front of anybody, but I have this little car tracker. And so I'm down here already. Yay! And this is what I have left to go. This keeps me going. I like coloring that. So that's awesome. So there's my, what I've been going on with my car payment. I am so glad with that. So this seems to be working out really well. My plan has been effective. So now my next one was to have $2,000 for new phones. That is not being effective for me. I'm wondering if I need to change it up, the name or something. That I don't know. You know how you want to change up your dice when you're playing, you know, you're rolling your dice and you keep getting the same thing? Well, that's how I feel with this. I was doing pretty good, and then I had a family issue come up, and that wiped me out. So I had to restart again. And it's okay. I restart. I'm content with that. I'm thankful that I have a bit of money that I can put into this. This is our phones are old. They're 6 years old. I just want to prepare because they're so expensive, and I want to get, if I can pay them off, I want to pay them off. That's my real goal. My plan is to save $50 per week with friends. That has been effective. I've been able to save it, and I'm doing very well with it. Doing my collaborations, group plays and such, and saving $50 per week, being able to play with those challenges. But I can't keep it up. Right now, I am, as of this month, I'm in a positive with this. So I'm content right now, and I'm praying nothing else goes on, because I've had 3 separate things go on that's taken, and this is where it's going to get hit, because this money, it's important to me, but it's not a have to. This is a want, but right now it's not a have to. So this is where my money comes in first. So I was able to save my $500 for Sadie's vet fees, and I used this Disney Sidekicks to achieve that, at saving $10 per week with that challenge. That challenge was long term. I completed it on 6/7, And that money I put into my account too, and that'll sit there for a yearly fee for Sadie. And I've decided that I'm going to continue to save $10 per week for vet needs. Like, depending, she's very young, so hopefully I won't have any real excess, but to cover me. So I have that available. I'm still paying off my credit card monthly. I'm very proud of myself for that, and I'm thankful I'm able to do it. I continue to track my weekly spending, and I'm going to continue it. This keeps me going. I will use my sinking funds as needed to prevent use of my credit card. I was having an issue because I really like my money in the envelopes. I don't care. It doesn't hit me. It doesn't feel the same if it's in the bank, except for account 2. I don't want to touch account 2. But if it's in the bank, I'm like, eh. But if it's in my envelopes, I don't want to touch it. And I was having issues taking the money out of the envelopes. So I'm better. I'm doing much better with that. So that's just something that I keep working with, to realize that my envelopes are for use. And I'm going to continue the cash envelope system and budgeting. This has been very effective for me. Alrighty. So my next goal was fully funding my 1 month ahead within the year, because this, I think that I'm going to be able to do this. I completed my fixed expenses in April of this year. So those are fully funded, and now I'm on my last envelope of my variable expenses, and I need to save about 500 more. So, and that's right now as I'm going. And I did change the way I was doing things because I'm at my last envelope, and I stopped doing my save. I had a gnome coloring game, Save with Judy, on Sundays that I applied the money from that into my 1 month ahead challenge. I stopped doing that. I increased from $3 per week per envelope of what I've been doing for 2 years to just $50 per week, because I'm at the 1 envelope now. So I started that on 6/8. So we will see how it goes and progress, because this one I'm just ready to go. I'll probably continue to save that kind of money. I just may not call it 1 month ahead. My goal is when I pay off the car, I want to work on paying off the house. So I think we owe $25,000 on the house. I'm not sure. I haven't been in any kind of rush or nothing to pay that off. The next thing is to figure out how much my property taxes will be and how much my house insurance is for sure, because these are included in my escrow in my home payment. So I've never thought about them until I had an increase in that. So that's kind of my goal, but I'm going to worry about that next year. And I had included my 52-week challenge, which my Tiny Tuesdays served to do for my escrow, but I'm just going to maintain that for escrow. Because even if nothing else, that can roll into my property taxes and my insurance until I find out what I pay. And then my next goal is always saving for vacation. I save $200 per month, and that's like a payment to myself. So I pay myself first. I always have. I always will. And so that's the first thing that comes out of my Social Security is my payment to myself. And this money, I call it vacation money, but we can use it for whatever we want to do. But I want to use it for family things and for fun. everything we do is for obligation, and this money I want to use for us. That us is my husband and myself, or my husband and my kids, whatever. So I continue to do that. My emergency fund, I changed my emergency fund name because it really shouldn't be classified as an emergency fund. I am retired. I have a retirement put away. And that is like my emergency. And what I've changed it to is abundance. And this is just extra money that we can accumulate to use for things that we need, to go towards things that we need. And not necessarily emergency, but for what we need. So that's how I'm choosing to do that. And that is through my mini Mondays and through monthly randomizing. Like I didn't randomize this month with my rollover. I just put it in my abundance. Usually I randomize it to my different sinking funds that I want to fund extra. So that is a review of my financial goals for the year. I think I'm doing quite well. I got to work on this, the phones, but they're my least priority of the group. So I think that I'm handling it well. So you guys have an awesome day. I will see you next week. I don't know what day I'm going to post this. But I'll see you on Monday with my mini Mondays, okay? You guys have an awesome day now. Bye-bye.